hotel rooms where I don't actually use a yoga mat, which is pretty hilarious. And I use a towel or something because I didn't have anything with me. So I guess yoga mat isn't a necessary prop, but it tends to help for sure. And then you'll need something today that's squeezable, so whether that's a rolled up mat, a toy tiger, or a pillow, or a rolled up blanket, any of these things work. So make sure you find some sort of tool. There's a lot of comments. Just make sure that everything's okay here. Good morning. All right. All right. Well, let's do some yoga this morning. What do you think, girls? It's yoga time, huh? All right. Find a comfortable seat on your mat. And just take a moment to settle into this moment. Close your eyes. And begin to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. We'll do a body scan here. So starting from the crown of your head, just notice what you're feeling there. Can you direct your breath into that crown of your head, the skull, around the ears, soften around the eyes, nose. Drawing your attention down to the jaw. You relax around the jaw, throat. Check in with your neck and your shoulders. Do you have any tension that you're holding there? Most of us have quite a bit of tension that we hold there. And soften around that as well. Letting that awareness run down the arms, all the way to the hands. The hands be softly open. And then relax through the hips, all the way down to the core and the legs. And see if you can settle into your seat just a little bit more. And then begin that Ujjayi breath if you haven't already. So that strong, intentional whisper breath. Drawing that breath in using the muscles, the back of your throat. Very intentionally filling up all those areas we softened. And then mirror that inhale with an equally intentional exhale. Emptying all the way out. Take a few more breaths here. Then slowly opening your eyes. Gather the soles of your feet together so you're in a Baddha Konasana. Grab hold of the ankles or shins wherever you can comfortably reach and just start to flap through the legs. And I know you feel like a kindergartner. It's super weird. It's much more fun doing this in a room of people where you're all laughing at how ridiculous everyone looks. But I guess you can just laugh at how ridiculous I look. So flapping the legs, this is just working on that joint rather than the muscles. Then bringing the legs to a stopping point, resting point. And we'll work with 3 rounds of Uddiyana Bandha into 2 rounds of Agnisara. So real quick demo. Uddiyana Bandha, you'll exhale all the air out, pull the belly in and up, hold empty, come forward. You're going to hold that for anywhere between 3 to 10 counts, just as long as you comfortably can. Then moving into Agnisara, same action, but instead of pulling the belly in and holding it, you'll hold the belly in, hold the breath, press the belly out, pull it in, press it out, doing that as many times as you can. So real quick demo of those. Those of you familiar with it, go ahead, get started. You can do some extra rounds. So Uddiyana Bandha looks something like this. Agnisara is the same action, pulling in, but instead of holding it, it goes like this. Alright, so let's do this together. 3 rounds of Uddiyana Bandha, 2 rounds of Agnisara. Fingertips back behind you. Take a huge breath in, lift up to the heart. Exhale strongly out the mouth. Hold empty, draw navel towards spine. When you're ready to inhale, release the abdominals. Inhale, rise up, lift through the heart. Exhale strongly out the mouth. Hold empty, draw navel towards spine. Release the belly, rise up. Last round here. Agnisara. Exhale out the mouth. Hold empty, draw navel to spine. Hold empty, press belly out. Pull in, press out. Inhale, rise up, 1 more round. This time, stay forward. Move a little bit deeper in to your forward folds. Keep pressing the feet together, spreading the toes wide from one another. And really honing in on that breath. Directing your breath all the way into the low back, into the hips. Take a few more here. Inhale, rise up. Keep your legs as they are. So if this is starting to bother your hips, you can always place props, or if you have 2 puppies around, you can use their stuffed animals under the thighs like so. All right, bring the right hand out, left hand comes to the thigh. Press that left thigh down and away, and start to turn towards the right leg. Lean away from that left thigh. So you should feel a nice little stretch here around the hip joint, maybe up into the side body, and perhaps you're getting this twist through the lower mid-spine area. Breathing all the way down into that space. So we're really focusing on finding and creating space in our bodies, and then intentionally filling that space with breath. Noticing those pauses. Inhale, come back through center. Take a moment, just let the sides balance out. And then right hand comes to thigh, left hand comes out, propping yourself up. Press that right thigh down and away. And then turn away from the right thigh, start to breathe down into this hip. Hi, baby girl. Creating more space with the breath, more softening. Inhale, come back to center. Place your hands to outer thighs. Help the legs back together. My baby girl. I know you love yoga. All right. And come all the way down to the back. If you're pregnant, you're going to come forward on the hands and knees. Work with cat-cows and some T-bar extensions. Or T-spine extensions. Play around with that and then take a child's pose as we move through this core work. All right. Come on down. Keeping it super simple to start, elbow to knee. So interlace the hands behind your head and then switch the fingers over one position so you're clasping in that non-habitual way. Cup around the head so you're totally supported, and then pick up the head and shoulders. Relax the head into your hands. Deep breath, spread it through the back body. Hold that breath in, press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Right leg reaches 45-degree angle forward. Pull belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to right thigh. Reach through that left foot. Pull belly down. Tuck a little more. Inhale, come back through center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to left thigh. Reach through that right foot. Pull belly down. Inhale, bend the knees back through center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to right thigh. Reach through that left foot. Pull belly down. Come back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to left thigh. Press through that right foot. Pull belly down. Back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to right thigh. Reach through your left foot. Pull belly down. Back to center. Moving into Death Star. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to left thigh. Reach right heel straight up to the ceiling. Pull belly down. Inhale, bring left foot to inside of right thigh. Press. So you can always use your hands to get that connection. Press foot into thigh, thigh back into foot. Exhale, reach legs higher, reach torso higher, pull belly down. Should feel like a lot is happening. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to right thigh. Reach up through the left heel. Pull belly down. Inhale, right foot to inner left thigh. Press. Exhale, torso lifts. Legs lift. Pull belly down. Inhale, back through center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to left thigh. Reach up through the right leg. Pull belly down. Inhale, left foot to inner thigh. Press. Exhale, torso higher. Legs higher. Draw belly down. Back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to right thigh. Reach up to that left leg. Pull belly down. Inhale, right foot to inner thigh. Press. Exhale, legs higher. Torso higher. Draw navel to spine. And inhale, release. Whew. All right, walk your feet mat width apart. Arms come out to your sides just for support here. On your exhale, lower the knees to one side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, all the way to the other side. And just get some flow here with your breath, moving side to side. All right, grab hold of that fancy roll, or whatever you're using for your roll. Place it in between your thighs. Extend your legs up to the sky. So we're going to do 2 rounds of 3-part twisting abs. That's it. You got it. Stay with me here. Take a deep breath in. On exhale, lift head and shoulders, and then relax your head into your hands. Deep breath down into the back body. Hold that breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, lift head and shoulders a little bit higher. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders up. Squeeze your prop, tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Squeeze, pull belly down. Back to center, hold full. Squeeze, tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Squeeze, pull belly down. Inhale to center, hold full. Squeeze. Exhale, lift torso higher. Lift legs higher, draw belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders, take an extra breath. We'll do one more round. Huge breath, spread it through the back body. Curl tailbone, squeeze your prop. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders up. Squeeze, tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Squeeze, pull belly down. Back through center, hold full. Squeeze, tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Squeeze, pull belly down. Back through center, squeeze your prop. Exhale, reach torso higher. Reach legs higher, draw belly down. And inhale, release. Setting up for bridge pose with your prop. So prop stays in between your thighs. If you need additional support, you can place a prop under your hips as well. Fingertips graze the back of your heels. Inhale, peel the spine away from the mat. Lifting the hips up to the sky. So soft squeeze around that roll or your prop of choice here, just to remind the inner thighs to stay turned on. Press down through the feet. Lift and breathe through the chest and belly. Close your eyes. Create that space by lifting up, and then fill that space once again with breath. Notice as your mind wanders, come back to the present moment. Come back to what you're experiencing. Exhale, tuck tailbone. Slowly roll your spine to the earth. Set your prop aside. Hug your knees into your chest. Get a little rocking side to side, massaging out the spine. Rolling over to one side. Press your way up. Head comes up last. Maybe you have as crazy of hair as me this morning or whenever you're taking this practice. I feel like Saturday mornings we don't have to have the best hairstyles, but maybe that's just because I'm lazy after a week of work. All right, come forward. Y'all know what's next. Dolphin. My camera is still sideways. It's gonna drive me nuts. Sorry everybody. That's no fun. All right. All right, come forward, set up for your dolphin pose. So coming all the way down to the forearms. Forearms parallel to one another, hands clasped or hands clasped. You get to choose. Those of you familiar, pop into dolphin. Don't wait for me to take off my sweatshirt. Move right on in. So, as you're here in dolphin pose, really fire up through the core. So all those muscles we just activated have a chance to support you. Really lifting up to those sit bones. Knees can be bent because it's more important to work on the straight spine. So continue to press the chest back towards the shins, lift up to the hips. And then bring into that element of softness, or bring in that element of softness. So head is soft, relaxing towards the earth. Really bring the breath in those full gulps, deep, to fill you all the way up. Five more breaths in your dolphin. Exhale, lower the knees to the ground. Child's pose or embryo. So hips shift to your heels, forehead to the mat. Take a few intentional breaths. Feeling the ground hold you, supported. Dorsal fin or dolphin with a leg lifted. So come back onto the forearms. Exhale, tuck your toes under. We're just going to come directly into this together. Option 1, extend the left leg up to the sky. If you're playing with dorsal fin, step the feet a little bit wider apart. Bring the right arm back behind you. All right, this may be where you stay. Inhale, left leg extends up to the sky. Also maybe where you stay. Or bend that left leg. Find the foot. Sometimes finding the foot is the hardest part. Once you have it, kick the foot into your hand. Dorsal fin. Try to not fall out or slingshot out of the pose, but slowly ease your way out of that. Both forearms back to the mat, both feet back to the mat. Inhale, bring the left arm behind your back. Or if you're working with one leg lifted, that right leg extends up. Inhale, everyone else, right leg extends up. Bend the knee, reach back, find the foot. Kick the foot into your hand, open even more to that shoulder. Inhale, try to not slingshot as you release, both forearms to mat, both feet to mat. Last breath in dolphin, lift the hips a little higher. And exhale, knees to the earth. Walk your arms over to the left, hip shift to the right, little side body stretch here. Inhale, walk the hands to center, all the way over to the right, hip shift to the left. Coming back to center, taking a few deep breaths here in your child's pose. Creating some space in the back body, simultaneously filling that up with your breath. Inhale, roll up to hands and knees. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog. Now, it's your choice here. You can walk out your dog here, bending and straightening the legs. Maybe shifting the hips side to side. Just feeling into this first down dog of the practice. In these moments of quiet, can you tune into your breath? Tune into your body on a little bit of a deeper level. On your exhale, make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it in. Hang out here for a few breaths. If it's comfortable, interlace hands in opposite elbow for this ragdoll. And just hang, let gravity traction up the spine, creating a little more space in between the vertebrae. Inhale, release the arms, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, roll your way up to standing, articulating each vertebrae or each section of vertebrae. Inhale to float the arms up to the sky, maybe a little back bend at top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Classical sevens. Inhale, re-extend the arms. I guess I'll come this way, so I'm going to run into something, aren't I? All right, inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, step left foot back, lunge. Keep the inhale going, open up to the torso. Stay here for an extra breath, and you can always place your hands on the thigh for additional support, but really fill up the torso all the way up to the fingertips with breath. Yeah, that's right. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra or up dog. Exhale, all the way back, downward facing dog. And you can always skip that vinyasa. Inhale, step left foot forward, lunge. Keep the inhale going, lift and open to the torso. There's always the option to keep your hand on the thigh. There's always the option to place something under your knee for some support. Fill the space up with breath. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold, so stepping forward. Inhale, come all the way up, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, hands back, heart to center. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Keep the inhale going, open it up. Exhale, hands to mat, step to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, lunge. Keep it going, lift and open. Exhale, forward folds. Drawing into the belly, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Keep the inhale going, open it up. Exhale, hands to mat, step to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, lunge. Keep the inhale going, open up. Exhale, hands to mat, forward folds. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the mat, step to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge. Open it up. Exhale, hands to mat, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Last round, re-extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Open it up. Exhale, hands to mat, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, lunge. Open it up. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment, mountain pose. Arms can rest by your sides. Noticing some of the energy running through your body. And re-extend the arms. Exhale into chair pose. So sit a little bit deeper than you're used to. Let your thighs start to give you some feedback. Lift up through the chest so you're opening through the heart, giving a slight compression through the middle and low spine. One more inhale here, fill up through the heart. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, plant your hands in the mat, step your way back to plank. Hold here. So core is strong, abdominals engaged. I guess that's kind of the same thing. Hips are on the same plane as the shoulders. And then really press into the earth with the hands. Lift up to the core. You can always bring the knees down for support. So from here, you can go directly back to down dog or flow with me to that vinyasa. Slow and controlled chaturanga. Scoop the chest through. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Turn your head a bit side to side. Pick the left foot up about 3 inches above the ground. Lift from the hips so you get that elongation in the spine. Then inhale like you're pulling your leg with a pulley. So slow and controlled, extend that left leg up to the sky. If you have a wall, you can always press the foot into the wall to get a little additional extension. But really press up to the foot, reach long. Balance that by pressing into the earth with the hands. Exhale, left foot steps through. Crescent lunge or warrior one. So you can always root down this right heel or keep it lifted if that feels better. Take the inhale to rise up. Core is perpendicular to the earth. Its left thigh is parallel to the ground. Fill up your pose with breath. As your mind wanders, come back to the moment, come back to the space you're creating, fill it with breath. Exhale, hands to the earth, step to plank. Flow here, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, pick the right toes up a few inches above the ground. Float that right leg slowly up to the sky, so you're using control rather than momentum. Reach up to the right leg as you press into the earth with the hands. Feeling for some extension, perhaps some elongation. Exhale. Step the right foot through. Warrior one or crescent lunge. Slow and controlled on that rise, so it's a very intentional shifting. Lift through the chest. Breathe here. Filling up the space you've created in this warrior pose. So the chest and belly are lifting. The back body is receiving breath as well. Soften through the arms. Soften through the jaw. Exhale, lower your hands, step back, plank pose. Your choice directly to down dog or flow. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Make sure this doesn't pinch the low back. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Any down dog can turn into a turbo dog, hovering those elbows above the ground to create a little more oomph, a little more arm work. On your exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, spinal extension, that monkey pose. Exhale to fold it in. Inhale, rise all the way up, stacking the vertebrae as you lift. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to flow once through that V series. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, inhale, halfway lift, sorry. Exhale, plant the hand on the mat, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg extends up. Without momentum, step that left foot through. Warrior one or crescent lunge. Exhale, lower hands to mat. Step to plank. Move with your breath. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, right leg floats up. Exhale, step it through. Without momentum. Warrior one or crescent lunge as you inhale. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Step to plank. Finish off that vinyasa, chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale out the mouth. Once more, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise to the tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it in. Inhale, come all the way up, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, place your hands on the mat. Step back to plank. Option to lift that right foot up, chaturanga. Lower the right foot, lift through the heart. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, left leg extends up to the sky. Bend that left knee, open up through the hip. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Without momentum, step left foot through. Warrior two. So back heel roots. Inhale, come all the way up, windmilling the arms. So they're parallel to the ground. Front thigh is working towards parallel to the ground. Fill this pose with breath. Hey, baby crows. You're very good crows. They're just sleeping. No. Breathe into the heart, the back body. Just taking a few more breaths. So as your mind wanders, come back to this present moment. Come back to the space you're creating. This pose, you're creating some space around the hips. The torso, fill that with breath. Inhale, straighten out the left leg for triangle pose. So hip, shift the hips back. Reach that left arm as far forward and down. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Now you can always press the hand into the shin to create a little more strength work in your pose. You can also float the hand up so you're activating those obliques. Keep lifting and breathing here. Creating more space around the chest, more space around the belly. Trying to stack your torso and your joints in this pose. Exhale, right hand to hip. You can always stay in your triangle pose. Or follow me into this balance, Ardha Chandrasana. So weight shifts into the left foot. Inhale, right arm and right leg extend up to the sky. Find your balance and then fill this pose with breath. That balancing aspect of it is constantly occurring, right? You're constantly wiggling side to side, wobbling back and forth. It's part of the balance. You never have that perfect symmetry, or if you do, it's that fleeting moment. Maybe lift that right leg a little bit higher. Exhale, slowly step the right foot to the back of your mat. Now keep that left knee bent. So you're in a warrior two-ish shape. Walk both hands to the right foot, so back of your mat. Keep the right hand planted. Left hand comes to the inside of the left thigh. Head to ankle prep. Press that left thigh bone away from the rest of your body. The deeper you bend, the more you will feel this stretch. Fill the space up with breath. Release the left hand. Straighten out the left leg, parallel the inner edges of your feet. Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it in. Now, if it's accessible, reach down, grab hold of the big toes with the first two fingers of each hand. Pull the crown of your head towards the earth, shoulder blades hug together, elbows press outward. Breathe here into the back body. Let that breath move all the way into the inner thighs. Release the hands. Either hands come onto your hips or arms extend out. Use your core, come all the way up to standing. Hands onto your hips. Come into horse stance. Turn the toes out to about a 45-degree angle. Bend your knees, come down into your horse. That's right. All right. Horse with hand passes and Agnisara. So remember, we already did Agnisara. That's that. Exhale out, pull belly in, press it out, pull it in. If you are pregnant, you will not be doing this part. You'll just do the hand passes, deep, long breaths. Left hand on top of the right. Inhale as the arms lift. Exhale strongly out the mouth. Hold empty, pull belly in. Press out, pull it. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, press forward. Agnisara. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale to the left and right. Agnisara. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, press down. Agnisara. Inhale, float the arms back up. Come a little deeper in your horse. Fill that breath. Stay with the discomfort. Maybe it's not uncomfortable yet. Come a little bit deeper. Straighten out the legs. Parallel the inner edges of your feet. Heel to the feet a little bit closer. We're working with egg beater. Exhale, fold forward. All right, reach down, grab hold of the right ankle. Right hand to left ankle. Left hand to right ankle. So left arm is over top of the right. Right, you can walk your feet a little bit closer together. Bend the elbows. Start to spin the direction of your arms. So you open the arms up, coming into this twist. Egg beater. Breathe into this pose. If you feel like you're choking yourself, try to twist the other direction. Inhale, unwind. Both hands to the mat, halfway lift. Heel to your feet further apart. Keep the right hand on the ground. Inhale, left arm extends up to the sky for a twist. This can be where you stay, or wrap the left arm behind your back. To move further, fold into your Prasarita. Reach down with the right hand, grab hold of that left ankle. Twist even deeper. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, unwind, re-extend that left arm, lower it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Turn the toes to the top of your mat. Crescent lunge. Arms float behind you. Inhale, come all the way up. Crescent lunge with the left leg forward. Back knee can always come down for support. Take a few breaths here, creating that space, really extending up through the arms, lifting through the heart. And then balance that space by really rooting into the earth with the legs. Exhale into standing splits. Lower your hands to the ground. You can always take a basic forward fold instead, stepping that right foot in to meet the left. Otherwise, lift that right leg to the sky. Option to wrap the left hand behind the calf to draw you deeper into this fold. Keep pressing through the toes. Breathing here. Option to bend the right knee. Reach back with the left hand. Grab hold of the foot. Come into this fence pose. Knee reaches higher to the sky. Release. Set the right foot to the back of your mat. All the way back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale. Extend the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend that right knee, open up through the hip. Create a little space there on the hip joint. Inhale, re-extend the right leg. Exhale, step right foot through. Warrior two. Rise up. Come into that warrior. So, once again, the arms are parallel to the ground. Right thigh is working towards parallel. Crown of your head extending up. Sit bones pressing towards the earth. Filling this pose with breath. Sometimes these basic poses are the most challenging, right? Because there's always these little nuances occurring. Triangle, straighten out the right leg. Reach that right arm as far forward as you can and down. Left arm to the sky. Options apply here, so you can press right hand on the shin. You can also keep the hand elevated for that oblique work. Hi, baby girl. Focus on filling this pose with breath. Ardha Chandrasana, left hand to hip. Rock the weight forward. Pick up the left leg and left arm. Balancing here. Fill this pose with breath. So notice if there's a stopping point for the breath. Maybe a constriction. Can you breathe beyond that? Creating that space. Left hand to hip. Slowly step the left foot to the back of your mat. Head to ankle prep. So right knee is bent like you're in a warrior two. But you're going to walk the hands all the way back to that left foot. Okay. Take the right hand to the inside of the right thigh. Press that right leg away from the rest of your body. To feel the stretch more, come deeper into your lunge. Lean everything. So all of your torso towards that left leg. Release the right hand. Parallel the inner edges of your feet. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold it in. Any version you'd like with your arms, your hands can rest. Also walk the hands under the legs. Maybe even interlace the hands behind you for Prasarita Padottanasana with a heart opener. Lower the clasp. Inhale, halfway lift. Your choice. Either hands on hips or arms extend out. Rise all the way up. Horse stance. Turn your toes out. Agni side this time fast. So right hand on top of the left. Inhale as the arms lift. Exhale strongly out the mouth. Fast as you can. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, press forward. Fast as you can. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, press to the left and right. Fast as you can. to heart. Exhale down. Inhale, float the arms back up. Come a little bit deeper. This time, flip the palms to the sky. Soften through the shoulders. Breathe into the intensity. Release the arms, straighten out the legs. Parallel the inner edges of your feet. Exhale, fold back forward. Heel toe the feet closer together. Reach down, grab hold of the left ankle. Dang it. Left hand to right ankle. Right arm crosses over top to left ankle. Bend the elbows. This is the egg beater. Start to twist. Most of you are turning towards the left. You want the arms to open so you're not choking yourself. You can always walk the feet closer together if you feel super far away. Breathing into this twist. Breathing into the inherent discomfort in this pose. Can you soften even as there's a challenge? Inhale, unwind, release the arms. Walk the feet a little bit wider apart. Left hand to the ground. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Maybe this is where you work. Wrap the right arm behind your back. Option to stay there. Or reach with that left hand, grab hold of that right heel. Start to pull away for this spin effects. Two more breaths. Inhale, unwind. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, toes spin around, so you're in a crescent lunge. Inhale, rise up. Once again, back knee can always come down for support. Fill this pose with breath. Torso is extending space from the belly to the heart. Standing splits. Exhale, hands to mat. Shift the weight into that right foot. Inhale, left side extends up to the sky. This can be where you work. Can always work with that basic forward fold. Maybe going deeper into the fold by wrapping the right arm behind the calf. Last option here is fence post. Bend that left knee, reach back with the right hand. Start to draw the heel in towards your glutes. Knee reaches higher to the sky. Release. Step back to plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg extends up. Exhale, thread that left leg through for pigeon. So you can take this basic pigeon forward fold, and come onto your back, and come into the seated variation. 5 breaths in pigeon. Once again, creating space, filling those areas with breath. Last exhale here, let it go out the mouth. Then ease your way back to plank. If you're doing a seated or version on your back, just switch sides at your own rhythm. You can go all the way through a vinyasa if you'd like, sort of resetting to the spine. Then inhale, bring that right leg through. Pigeon on this side. Moving with your breath, ease your way to to the depth that suits you in this moment. And that may shift as you're here, right? As you stay longer, you might be able to melt a little bit more in the pose. Maybe you start to cramp and you have to back out of the sensation a bit. Listen to your body. Create that space. Last exhale out the mouth. All right, listen carefully. Ease your way up. We're going to make our way onto our backs. So you're in a basic pigeon. Remove any props. Roll over onto that right hip. Wrap the left leg around. And roll all the way down onto your back. Knees hug into the chest. Maybe a little rocking action side to side. Final spinal twist. Arms come out to the sides. Shift your hips to the left. Exhale, knees lower to the right. And if there's a different twist you prefer, please take that. Taking a few breaths here, just extending and opening to the left side body. Inhale, bring legs back through center. And exhale over to the left. Breathing in to this right side body. Inhale, bring the legs back to center. If there's some final movements or poses your body needs, take that. Otherwise, you can transition directly into Shavasana. Take your time, especially since you're taking this class online. You can take your time to move into Shavasana. Always pause the video, take a few more stretches, a few more poses. And then, as you do feel ready, making your way into that place of final relaxation. Oh, let your body be heavy. Allow the earth to hold you here. So there's an element of release, of surrender. Letting yourself be for these last few minutes of class. down, so float your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Notice the element of ease, the element of calm associated with that